What's up everybody, it's your boy XDZO, and today we are playing EAFC Manager Career Mode. We are going to be taking over Wrexham AFC as the club owner, Ryan Reynolds. If you guys don't know, Ryan Reynolds actually owns this team, and they were recently promoted into League 2, which is where we are going to start in this video. I'm super excited for this, so let's hop right into it. Alright guys, take a look at our coach, Ryan Reynolds. This is the best I can get. I'm not really good at making these characters, but I feel like this is at least decent. His hair is pretty similar, eyes are pretty similar. Other than that, it doesn't really look like him, but it's just for the purpose of this video. We're never going to see him in this challenge pretty much, so we don't have to worry about this. And I know what you guys are going to comment. You guys are going to say that Ryan Reynolds is not actually the coach, he's the owner. But for the sake of this video, and for this series maybe, we are going to be using Ryan Reynolds just because. Here is the squad. We do have critical domestic success, which is pretty hard to deal with, especially when we're going to be doing a harder difficulty, and we are going to be trying to do this a little bit realistically, so this is going to be kind of difficult. Youth development and financial are very low, which are a little bit manageable, which is pretty good for us because we don't really have to worry about this. Brand exposure is nothing that we have to worry about because this is probably the biggest team in League 2 just in terms of popularity. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm actually so hyped for this series. I am going to do at least 2 episodes of this series just because of the fact that honestly I'm really interested in how far I can take this team. I'm going to try to get to the Premier League. I feel like that's going to be the end goal of this video. If you guys like this series, please leave a like down below, and maybe we'll even try to go past the Premier League and try to win that Premier League status and that title, and then go on to maybe win the Champions League or something like that. But it's all up to you guys, so make sure to leave in the comments what you guys are actually interested in. Okay, we're starting off with our tactical vision. In terms of our play, how do I want to play? I feel like it's a little bit hard to do a tiki-taka style just because our guys don't have the best passing. Do we want to do a counter-attacking style? I feel like counter-attacking is our best chance just because our guys are not as good as these League 2 guys, just because of the fact that we are straight off the last division and we are recently promoted from the division even below that. So our guys aren't amazing, so I feel like maybe wing play could be an option. Oh, actually gegenpressing. I feel like this is a perfect tactic just because of the fact that if we constantly pressure them, we can actually get some opportunities to get some goals and for them to make mistakes, even against those big top teams. In terms of this, we're just going to skip through this. I'm going to let you guys see this at the end. This is what our staff's looking like. This is the best I can do. I am going to focus heavily on defense just because of the fact that we want to be able to be promoted and we want to be able to keep up with these fast defenders, and we are going to make a couple signings, especially in the defensive side, so I feel like this is pretty important for us. The squad's looking like this. It's a little bit of a mess just because of the fact that we're playing 5 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 2 strikers, with our strikers being extremely slow and pretty old. We have a 31-year-old and a 28-year-old. 28, if you guys haven't played FIFA before, or sorry, EAFC, if you guys haven't played this before, you know that 28 is kind of an age where things start to regress a lot, especially when it comes to the overall. Like, all these guys are a little bit too old for me. Yes, they are pretty talented, being 66 overall and higher, but I don't really think that we should go for that. In terms of the bench, we can put on some of these guys. We have 26-year-olds here. That's good. I feel like we're going to put this guy on for sure. How old is he? 27. He's 27. Okay, in terms of center backs, do we have anybody? Ooh, a 20-year-old center back. I feel like I just took that guy off. But whatever, I'm going to put him on. Who else should we put on? Who is this? 24-year-old. Okay, 24-year-old's good for now. What else? 29-year-old. And then we have an 18-year-old with decent pace. Pretty good. I feel like we can develop him a lot throughout the season. But in terms of our guys, I'm going to put, let's see, 27-year-old. I'm going to put this guy on the bench. And then let's look at our wing backs. We do have a 26-year-old and a oops, that's a midfielder. And a 29-year-old. Ooh, Bolton looks good. 23-year-old, 83 pace. He looks pretty good. But Barnett must be low. Yeah. I knew he was going to be younger just because... Ooh, 34. But he is our captain. He is pretty good. A little bit slow. I'm going to have to take him off. I feel like I have to take him off. Just because of the fact that I feel like we have to sell him. He's a little bit too old. He does have good leadership. He is our captain. But I don't know. I feel like we can't really worry about that right now. We have to worry about getting these young stars and developing them into, you know, the 80 plus range, 70 plus range, those type of guys. In terms of midfielders, we do have a decent center defensive mid at 28 years old, 28 years old, 27 years old. I feel like our most important position that we need to fix is our striker. I feel like if we get a good striker that can score consistently, we can be on a good route to something special. So let's actually go and scout some guys. I've been looking around to try to find some young players that have pretty good potential. I've been looking online and I feel like these players are the most suitable for our team. They're all around £2 million, which is our budget, so I'm gonna have to decide on one of these guys as soon as I get the scouting reports. I feel like I'm gonna go with Yannick Eduardo just because of the fact that he has really good strength, really good sprint speed, and he has high attacking rate, which is what we need. He's also 6'4". I feel like he's gonna score a lot of goals for us. Yeah, see, in terms of the stats wise, he is pretty good. I mean, he's a $2 million player, so you're not gonna get an insane value, but I feel like we can get somebody that's gonna progress a lot. So let's actually try to sim a little bit until we get our guys scouted, and then we'll check back. Ooh, I forgot that we also have to get rid of players too. We actually have to sell our own players. I feel like both of our goalies gotta go. Transfer list, I'm transfer listing both of them. They're too old for us. We can start McNicholas. He is 58 overall, but he is much younger than these guys, and I feel like even if his development's not insane, he will develop to at least a 60 overall, which is what these guys are anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Terms, yes, James McLean has to go. I know he's a fan favorite, and I know he's the captain, but he has to go. He's too old. He's 34. We do want Jacob Mendy as our backup whenever we get a wing back, so we're not going to keep him. Ben Tozer is gone. I'll keep one of these two. I feel like this guy's just too slow. Boyle's got to go too. I'm keeping these two. I'm getting rid of Tunicliffe. 29 years old. A little bit too slow. In terms of, yeah, see, he's too slow. Got to get rid of him. Max Cleworth? I don't know. I don't know most of these guys' names just because I'm not the hugest fan of this team. Like, I'm not like a diehard fan or anything. I just know of them because of Ryan Reynolds and because I do follow championship football, and so they do come up in the papers a lot, you know, and stuff like that. George Evans has to stay because we don't have a center defensive mid. Luke Young has to go, 30 years old. Elliot Lee is now our captain as well. I feel like he can stay. He's clearly got leadership because he is the auto captain that was selected. So I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna keep James Jones. Ooh, I don't actually know with these guys. This guy seems a lot better. Despite other than stamina, he's more aggressive. He could play CDM. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of James Jones. Jordan Davies will stay. Stephen Fletcher, sorry, you gotta go. And where is he? Yeah, Palmer's gotta go too. And in terms of these guys, I don't want to keep any of them really. So he's got good weak foot, but I gotta get rid of him. Oh no, whoops. I just went to his development plan. But no, I gotta get rid of Jack Marriott as well. He is 28 years old. Not gonna do much for us, but we can play Paul Mullen on the bench if we need somebody for the time being. But because of that, we can just start simulating, and we'll see you guys whenever our guys get scouted. Before our guys got scouted, we actually got an offer from Mark Howard. It is only £100,000, which is his market value, but we gotta take it. We have to get rid of these old guys, even if it's only for a little bit of money. These guys are all telling me that they're kind of annoyed that we're transferring them, but I feel like it's the best opportunity for their career and for our team, so we kind of have to do it. We got another transfer offer for Tozer. This is a better offer, $310,000 from Craiova 1948 Club Sportive. I've never heard of that team in my life, but we are going to transfer him. He's gone. We got to get rid of these guys right away. Okay, as you can see right here, we got another transfer offer and our guys got scouted. We are just going to accept this offer right away. We are missing a goalie, which is not very good for us, but we do have enough money to be able to spend on some of these guys. Maybe try to get them within our budget, which is $2 million. Hopefully we can. Otherwise, we got to go another direction. But for, ooh, he's unwilling to relocate at this time. Makes sense because he is playing for RB Leipzig. Unwilling to relocate. Okay. Oh, this guy can go. Center back. Or do we take a young goalkeeper? No. No. We could. We could. He's only 16. He has great development. No, we can't do this. We got to find another striker. Okay, our first guy got sold. Who was it? I believe it was the goalkeeper. Yep, Mark Howard is gone. £100,000. It's going to help us out a little bit. We did decide to find some more guys to scout just because the guys that we originally scouted didn't want to leave. But it is our first match ever let's see how we do. Let's actually just do a quick sim for this, or should we do kickoffs? I feel like we should do quick sims for these, just because of the fact that otherwise the series will be extremely long. Let's see how we do. Ooh, we lost 2-1 on our very first game. Bolton did get a goal, which is good for us. We did lose. Okay, we got a decent amount of possession. Our ratings weren't horrible. Our defenders tended to do a little bit better, which is good for us. But other than that, we have some work to do. Ben Tozer is sold. £310,000. Good for us. This allows us to actually be able to sell or to sign some better guys. Ooh, an extra £100,000. I didn't even know I sold this guy. Price rating. Ooh, an A price rating. That's good. And because we do have some good squad depth. We have a 21-year-old, 66 overall, which is honestly not bad. And then we have a 23-year-old as well. Got some more transfer offers. No, I don't want to sell him. He's too young for us. But we are going to sell this guy, Tunnicliffe, for £325,000 is his market value. But we are going to sell him for £330,000. Good for us. Feel like we got to get rid of him. Young is going as well. Hayden is staying. We're not selling him, even though his value is actually pretty decent. £775,000. That could be really good for us. But we are going to keep him just because he is going to develop. He's a little bit too young to get rid of. We have another game today against Genoa. We are going to sim this one again. I feel like we're going to lose this one just because Genoa is an actually decent team. Let's see how we do. Yeah, we lost 2-0. Didn't do horrible. We got some shots on net. We don't really have to worry about this preseason. Most of this preseason is actually going to be used for us to buy some more players as soon as these guys get actually scouted. Another friendly against Burton. We could actually beat Burton. We do have a pretty decent team. Ooh, our team is actually pretty tired. We aren't going to worry about things like stamina and things like that right now. We did lose. We are losing 3 in a row, which is going to hurt our morale a little bit. But we don't really have to worry about that because we are going to make a lot of signings, and these signings are going to start off on a fresh slate. So we don't really have to worry about anything when it comes to that. We are selling a couple players. We sold Tunnicliffe for £340,000. Pretty good. An excellent deal, apparently. So that's not bad for us. Hopefully our guys get scouted pretty soon and we can actually... Oh, as of right now, as I said it, our guys did get scouted. But before we do any of that, we are going to sell these guys. Ollie Palmer's got to go. I know, I actually don't mind Ollie Palmer in real life. I have seen him play, or watched him play. No. We're denying this. We don't want this guy to go on loan because we're actually going to use him. 27-year-old James Jones. Should he go? Do we have a center defensive mid to replace him? We do. And he's okay with going. Yeah, we are going to let James Jones go for £490,000 just because we could replace him with some of these better players. But the things that we need the most are our strikers. So let's see. Yannick Eduardo still doesn't want to go. Unfortunate. But he does, actually. Emilio Aristobal. He looks pretty good. 72 pace, 61 shooting. Pretty good overall. He's only 17 years old. We could develop him into something that's really good. I'm going to actually approach to buy him. We could buy him for somewhere around 1.3 million. Not the worst price, especially if he's going to be our starting striker for a couple of years. Oh, not 100 million. I don't have that. So let's try just 1.3 million straight up. Let's see if they actually accept this offer. Okay, they do. That's perfect for us because we can actually just get our striker right away, get him warming up in the preseason, getting developing right away. All right, let's go. Our first signing for Wrexham AFC. Let's go. Look at that. We got an absolute beast of a striker. Super underrated player, clearly. Because this guy, I'm telling you, this guy's going to score 40 goals a season, at least. Okay, it says D. It's a decent buy. No. But I'm telling you, this guy's good. This guy's good. Look at this guy. Not bad. We got him on a 5-year contract, which is great. Great pace. Only a $750 wage. Pretty good. All right, let's add him onto the squad. In terms of his development plan, I feel like we should go with skill moves. We got to get his skill moves up. We want him to be really mobile. We want him to have that great sprint speed. And we also want him to have a really good shot power. So I feel like it's really important to us to get this done. And then maybe do something like weak foot later on. Or just continue on with that. Maybe get his attacking work rate up a little bit more. I feel like it's really important to get these guys' work rates up because of the fact that we are using the getting pressing style, which means these guys are going to have to be able to work hard and have a lot of stamina. So we are going to start with this for this guy. Elliot Lee. This is a difficult one because he can actually be sold for 850,000 is his market value, but he could be sold for up to 1.1 million. So I'm gonna actually negotiate. Hopefully I can get at least 100k more from them. I don't know if I can, but maybe we will. So let's actually try to do this. Let's put it as maybe 990. Maybe they'll take it. Maybe they'll just walk away. Ooh, okay, let's go. Almost £1 million. Amazing deal for us. Hopefully he accepts that. I'm sure he will because they are a better team than we are. So I'm sure he's going to accept that and we're going to get lots of money from there. Let's go. Okay, who did we sell here? Luke Young went. Okay, we lost some talent in the middle. I believe he was a midfielder, but we did get him for an A deal. Yeah, see, he was a midfielder, but we do have some guys that can replace him, so we don't really have to worry about that. James Jones, don't really have to worry about him leaving as well. There should be a C rating. Okay, we could have gotten an extra 200k for him. Don't have to worry about this type of stuff right now. Let's see how much budget we have. I feel like, ooh, we actually have 3 million of budget left. We can actually make some big signings here. I do want another striker, but Mullen should be able to stay there for a while until he gets sold. I think I'm selling him right away, but ooh, Lee is our captain. I didn't realize he was our captain. That's gonna hurt our morale, but we're gonna replace him. It's not. We don't really have to worry about that type of stuff just yet. We have amazing defensemen in terms of youngsters. 23. We got a 23-year-old here. We got a 26-year-old here. We don't really have to worry about anything like this. I might put Barnett on the bench, just because Mendy's a little bit better, but he is 26. No. I'm gonna put Barnett on. Just leave him on there for now. Hayden is good too. He's only 26. He's only 20. He's only 24. Yeah, in terms of defensemen, we don't have to sign anybody really. Our 18-year-old is gonna go on our bench, unless 27-year-old O'Connell. O'Connell should technically start over this guy right here. Should we start him? I feel like we kind of need to. Yeah, we kind of... No, I'm going to keep him on. I'm going to keep O'Connell on the bench. That way, when we auto-sim, he will be subbed in if we kind of need him. But for the most part, our 20-year-olds will be starting. As soon as we get the full squad ready, we are going to make another team sheet with just the old guys, so that if we get any situation where we don't have enough stamina, we'll just use our second team. In terms of positions of need, midfielders, we have a 27-year-old, a 28-year-old, and a 28-year-old. Yeah, we got to get a midfielder. This guy's 24, so we're going to put him on right away, just so we know that we don't actually need a midfielder in that position. In terms of our other midfielders, hold on, let's actually reorganize this. Let's put, I like to organize it in terms of midfield, or sorry, having defenders in the bottom and then having midfielders in the middle. We don't actually have a lot of backup midfielders. This is not good for us. I'm going to get rid of this center defensive mid, so I'm actually going to not worry about this guy being on a position because he's going to go. So we don't have to worry about this. And this guy's going to be on the bench. So we are going to pick up a center defensive mid. I did scout one. He looked pretty talented. Hopefully he's still available and hopefully he is able to be bought because some of these guys just don't want to go to a team like this. So we do have this guy, F.A. Aikman, 17 years old, asking for around 1.4 million, meaning that even if we bought this guy, we could buy another guy. Great acceleration, great agility, doesn't have the best sprint speed. In terms of defending, he's only 55. That isn't very good, but he is 17, and we're going to develop him into a pure defender. So we're actually going to pick him up. Hopefully we can get him for around 1.3 million. Maybe we'll do 1.25. Let's see if we can actually get him for that 1.25 mark. Let's see what they're actually offering. Let's start by the base offer. Oh, a 1% sell-on fee. Sure. Easy deal. Easy deal. I've never seen somebody only offer 1% sell-on fee. So that's a good offer for us. We don't... Oh, his wage is only, I see, $500. So that's not bad. We should be able to get him for a wage of maybe $700. And let's quickly sign this guy and add him to the team. Okay, development-wise, what should we do for this player? I feel like we have to do him as a ball-winning defender. Yes, he does have great dribbling, which is really important for us, just if we want to make him into a playmaker. But I feel like playmaker-wise, we don't really want somebody like that. I feel like we got to make him a better defender. Maybe later on we'll put him as a deep-lying playmaker. Or do we do it now? This is hard to do because it also helps his defending out a little bit, helps his stamina out. Ooh, no. We gotta do ball winning midfielder. We can't have somebody as our center defensive mid and not be able to actually defend. His 55 defending is just not good enough. If we can get it up to 60 by the end of the season, we'll switch over to another transfer, but if not, we'll just keep him as defensive. We only have a $2 million budget, but I am actually going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to hire this guy for £900,000 because we are going to fire this guy. No. We'll keep him. We'll keep him for now, just because we don't need that spot. But in terms of our guys, we want to scout. We need to scout, and we need to get some players that are super talented. We want to do a 9-month duration scouting in Portugal. And the reason why I'm doing this is because Portugal, if you go to any position, if you go to technically gifted and you do any position, it will get us some absolute studs. But I'm actually going to go for any, because I feel like this team could use some Portuguese superstars. If you guys don't know, in the scouting, Portugal tends to have a lot of guys with high skill moves. It's just the way that FIFA works this year, and it has worked like that for a couple of years. But just because of that, we do want to get those guys, and we do want to get guys with lots of skill moves, because the way that we're going to play and the way that we're going to be playing for the rest of the series maybe is going to be very heavily dependent on guys that can have a lot of high dribbling, a lot of defending, and a lot of attacking motivation. And so we're going to have to find these guys, and we're going to start scouting right away. It's match day again. We are going against Tranmere. Okay. Quick sim. We should lose this match as well. Ooh, we win our first match. Let's go. Absolute insane game for us. Emilio did score. Awesome for us. Lee scored and Davey scored as well. How did our guy do that we just signed? Okay. He did okay. Didn't do insane. He got a 6.8 rating. Didn't do insanely good, but it is really important that Emilio develops as well from the striker standpoint. So we are going to be really happy with this match. Anthony Ford just got a transfer offer for £360,000. He's 29 years old. I'm going to accept that. Lee is taking really long to accept his offer, by the way. Yeah, I don't know why he's taking so long to accept his offer. It's kind of annoying because if we get that million pounds, we can actually sign somebody immediately. Oh, there he is. He's gone. Immediately. Why did I say immediately? I meant Elliot Lee. Sorry. £990,000 into the bank. Let's go. We could have got 1.2 million, but I feel like they weren't going to accept that. So don't really have to worry about that. Let's try to sign somebody. We got another youth squad report. We do have a guy that goes up to an 86, but I want to scout him a little bit more. They are both only 16 years old. This guy is only 40 overall, so we can't actually play him as of right now. This guy, we maybe could play him or put him on the bench, but I feel like we got to scout him a little bit more. Let him develop a little bit more, and then we'll pick him up and put him on the bench. Anthony Ford is out of here. £360,000. Really good for our budget, and we have a lot of guys that can place him, so it's not that bad. We still have McLean in the bench. We still have Bolton. We have a lot of wing backers that can replace him, so we don't really have to worry about him. Ollie Palmer is out of here for £400,000. Yes, it says it's a D deal, but he was a little bit too old for us. And now we have Emilio, and we are going to pick up another striker soon, so we don't have to worry about him at all. Great sell for us. Alright, it's our first league game, but we're going to save that for the next episode. So make sure you guys like this video and comment if you guys want this to be a series. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you're notified for the next episode and you guys see us start our league journey. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a blast, and peace.